Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is a dose of Dharma for today. So, today we're going to talk about the 4 floods. Floods are a very big, very huge amount of water, which overflows and flood the whole area. Okay, so people who are stuck in a flood, usually, sometimes people may drown even in a flood. Okay. So, in the Buddha's teachings, there are also floods. But these floods are not the same like the floods that we have, okay? Maybe in our country or in some other countries, okay? So, what are the floods here? So, the Buddha says, monks, there are these 4 floods. What are the 4? The flood of sensuality, the flood of becoming, the flood of views, and the flood of ignorance. These are the 4 floods. Okay? So how do we overcome these floods? Actually, it's by the Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path. But let us try to understand what are these floods, okay? So today we're going to talk about the flood of sensuality. So what is sensuality? Whatever objects of the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind that arises, greed and clinging in us, they are pleasurable. Okay? So that means good things that we see, good things, the things that we hear, smell, taste, etc. When we get attached to them, then we can say that we have fallen into the flood of sensuality. Okay, so think about it. How many people in the world are caught in the flood of sensuality? Well, actually, if you have not attained the 3rd stage of fruition, then there may still be a chance, and there's always a chance that we can get entangled or caught in this flood of sensuality. Okay, so that is why in the Buddha's practice, Buddha teaches us to be frugal, not to always follow your desires, but to go against your desires sometimes. Okay. Then we may think that one day very suffering. I cannot eat I cannot eat at night. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Very suffering. Now, do you see? Do you see what? Do you see that we have been caught in the flood of sensuality? Right? If we didn't have clinging to them, to these sense objects, then actually, even if we have or not, doesn't matter, isn't that so? So from this, actually, we can understand how we get caught in the flood of sensuality, right? That is why let this, as you observe this more and more, let these experiences be your food for your heart, to inspire you more to cultivate the ending of the floods, which is the Noble Eightfold Path, which is to practice, not just to know, but to practice the Noble Eightfold Path, and ultimately be able to attain, be able to experience the 4 Noble Truths, okay, and ultimately make an end of suffering and get out of the flood. All right. Okay, so this is your dose of Dharma for today. Wish all of you well, peaceful, and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain power, fruition, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.